bottom, obviously, needs to be scraped, barrier coated, I think. Needs a bunch of work. I know what I'm getting into. As you can see, there's a lot of paint chip. Needs to be prepped and done. Oh, over here. Oh, hold on. Over here, the gel coat's a little scraped up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's damage from a piling. I'm okay with that. It's going up. Oh. So I'm going to walk around the decks a little. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some blistering in the front here on the cabin top. The decks need to be redone. There's a soft spot right in here that I probably need to recore, but you know, I'm going to use that non-skid paint. I just found it online with a video. The front of the boat, the furler. I got like a 2-pound anchor for an 8,000-pound boat. That needs to be fixed. Working my way around here. There's a mast in the rigging. It's obviously original. I don't see any strands that are effed up or anything like that. I want to probably reseat these through hulls, through decks. And I was even thinking of redoing the stanchion seating as well. You know, I looked into that online, and there's a process for that. Removing the stanchions, using a West system epoxy, re-drilling them. This is the cockpit back where the wheel is. The wheel has a little bit of play in it, and I think that's from linkages that are worn. I went to edsid.com, and there was parts available. You can buy whatever part you need. Of course, they rape you on the price, but that's probably going to be something I need to address as well. Also, I'll go inside now. Heading into the inside here. Hold on. Okay, I'm inside. Start up in the V-berths. So as you can see, the interior needs to be scraped and painted. It hasn't been done in years. That's a project. Well, a lot of projects I got coming up. But overall, things look to be in pretty good shape. You know, there's nothing really hugely wrong that I can see. No cracks, that type of thing. This gas tank is feeding the engine, and it needs to be replaced. Got some storage here. Hanging locker for whatever. The head, this is where I'm going to put the holding tank. Underneath the gas tank, right in here, is where there's a hole there that I can get like a 5 or a 10-gallon tank in. And then this is the head. So I got to take the head up, install a macerator pump, put a Y valve on, and pipe it over to the holding tank. So there's plenty of room in here, as you can see. But I'm going to have to figure out how I can do that. And I'm going to have to get in here with a tape measure. And the macerator pump is, the motor's like 13 inches, I think. And I got to figure out how. I might have to move the head forward. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But again, in here you can see here, you know, there's just a lot of cosmetics stuff that needs to be done. But nice floor in here, I will say. The tartans were made with a cork floor. No idea why. I just don't understand what the advantage of the cork floor is. I'd like to do something over the cork or remove it and put down something else. I think it's ugly. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's see if I can put my flashlight on here. Hold on. Is it on? It's on. All right, so this is the back. This is the starboard quarter berth. And as you can see, under here there's a bunch of storage. There's the wheel pedestal base right there. The cables that go down to steer the boat. So that's where that whole thing starts. Swim ladder. The countertop, tabletop should be in here. We have to find out where that is. But again, this is the port quarter berth in the back. You know, it's big enough for someone to go crash on for sure. There's the comes with the radio. Got this awesome functional Loran. That's ripping. I'm ripping that out. It's way past its due date. Dad, you'll get a kick out of this. The engine is right here. So the entire, hold on. Entire engine is right there. So you can get in both sides. Full accessibility, so that's a beautiful thing. It purred like a kitten when she ran, so I'm hoping that's going to be the case when I winterize it and when I start it up next year. All right, hold on. And there's a quick access hatch on top. The galley. This needs to be. There's this big ass ice box here, and I don't know. I got plans for this area. Ultimately what I'd like to do is remove the ice box. Install a 12-volt cooler, which you can pick up for a few hundred. Use up one of the quarter berths for the cooler and have active refrigeration. Not deal with ice. Remove the ice box and install a gimbaled stove oven combination. That's kind of the goal. They're not giving those away either. So maybe in time. Comes with this alcohol stove. Not really thrilled about that, but it is what it is. I'll figure it out. I need a cabin heater, which I want to put on this wall. I'm not a big fan of having open flame in the boat. It's not, I don't know, I just don't like it. Dad, you know that, I never did. But they sell the solid fuel stoves for $350 and the propane ones for $700 at Defender. So most likely it'll be solid fuel, if I can find something used maybe. I looked into electronic package and talk briefly about this. Oh, the cushions. Cushions are a mess, and they're solid. You know, they're just ugly, and they need to be recovered, or there's this spray that you can sell that you can buy that changes the color. I looked into a electronic package, and what I'd like to do on the wheel, there's a Raymarine EV100, which is a autopilot. It's about $1,400. You can install it yourself in half a day. The EV200 connects directly to the rudder quadrant. That's like $1,600, but the install, from everything that I've read, you have to fabricate things to fit on your boat. And you know, I've read a couple horror stories about that and the cost of doing that. So the EV100 is a wheel-based autopilot, so it bolts onto here, and you know, it's just direct drive to the motor. It comes with a fluxgate compass and that type of thing. Along with that, there's an A70 chart plotter by Raymarine. I think around $6 for that. So I like to get like a control panel there on the boat that would allow me to navigate and autopilot. And I'd also like to plug into that a radar system again before I make my trip. We'll see how that goes. So that's the boat. That's where I'm at. And you know, I'm happy as a pig in shit about it. It does need a lot of work, and I'm ready to make the commitment and get it done. So that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love you both. Talk to you later. Bye.